Alright, I am back from being sick, and today we are gathering out of the Roads of Avalon. Now, today I specifically want to talk about and kind of make a focus on why the Roads of Avalon is going to help you get your spec up, why it's going to help you develop super fast. Especially with the Dragonfire update coming out at the end of this month, and the release of that all-new area. We don't know what new gathering stuff is going to come for us, so definitely want to have your gathering as high as possible. So, I mean, the obvious one is in the Roads of Avalon, you can gather all 5 types of resources. So you can get stone, wood, hide, ore, and fiber. Hell, you can get all 5 in one road if you get lucky enough. So the overlap is one of the biggest benefits of the Roads of Avalon here. I'm starting, I accidentally messed up, and my starting fame is just a little off. I think it was 801 when I started, so I'm going to pop that into the calculator here. So we'll do 25,801,687 is our starting fame. So one of the biggest reasons we gather, right, is obviously to make profit. Now, you're not going to make the most profit if you specifically only gather one resource, especially if that resource is stone. You know, no offense to stone, but we know it's got absolutely no value. But if you're only gathering one resource, you're going to be getting pretty much only 20% of the profit you could possibly be getting. Whereas if you gather all 5, then you're actually making a full profit's worth. Now, another big benefit of the roads is access. You can access the roads from pretty much everywhere. You can access them from the safe zones, you can access them from the red zone, you can access them from the black zone. Oh, look at this guy right here. You can access them from pretty much any zone, including Brazilian. So if you're in Fort Sterling, but you need skin, you can jump into the roads and you can find skin. If you're in Bridgewatch and you need wood, you can jump into the road and you can find wood. So aside from the roads having access to all 5 types of resources, its access level is very, very easy to get into. Now, you may be thinking that with the new dynamic respawn, whatever update that they just put out, you may be thinking that this actively hurts gatherers, but spoiler alert, that's been in effect for gatherers for a long while. They've just expanded it to actually affect other content, but the changes that they've made have already been in effect. So if you think, oh, well, now I'm going to find less elementals, or I'm going to find less high-quality stuff, that's actually not necessarily true, because it's already been in effect for gathering. So, off hours have had lower elemental respawns, have had lower node respawns, have had lower node refills already because of the initial dynamic respawn change that they made way, way back when. If I had a healer with me, I could probably take that on. It's not the hardest thing in the world to do. This build, 5-2, one-handed dagger, assassin hood, hunter jacket, you don't even need the soldier boots. Hell, you could have the miner boots for easier escape. And then a really good holy healer, and you've got it. You can handle it. Now, unfortunately for me, I have no good exits. These all lead out to the black zone, so it probably will cost around 200,000 for me to R back and get a new drop out of Brazilian, so I'll probably just jump out to the black zone, move a zone over, go into the new road. Whenever you don't have a good connection, it's easier to do that than R back, because the R'ing back will cost you significant cut into your profits. Oh, very nice. This is 6 flat worth of fame and value, but quantity of a tier 5 tree. This is worth using a T6 gathering pod on, so I'll do that for the speed and the bonus. A lot of good T5 resources out of this one spot. So right there, that tells you if you're trying to level your gathering, Roads of Avalon is the place to go. We've gotten what, 3 separate T5 trees? Two or three, and then of course the T5 fiber that we found on the inner ring. So it's easy leveling right there. Now I am jumping to a new zone, but unfortunately I have somebody in pursuit, so yeah, that's not going to be too great for me if they decide to be problematic. Luckily I have another road connection right there, right next to the 2 small gathering spots in this zone. At the risk of jinxing myself, it looks like they aren't following me, which is good for me. And looks like we got a little something here, even though it's more T5 stuff. Getting ever so closer to max spec T5. Oh, finally some T6. Now we'll check that stone spot. The road's biggest strength above everything else is the quantity, the sheer quantity that you have access to when it comes to these resources. Black Zone has great access to quality, but roads will just give you so much volume. Did I say Black Zone will give you access to quality or quantity? I meant quality, whatever I said. Still a little sick, so, you know, I'm a little out of it. Looks like somebody got scared off, but hey, at least I get a little something out of it, and I'll get these nodes. T7 stone is decently valuable. This zone only has a small fiber and a stone treasure. Let's see. But it is a corridor, so it leads to two other zones. This one's been taken, so I will probably go through this one. Something I should probably get back into the habit of doing, and something that I would recommend, is attacking the gathering mobs when they're doubled up like this. One gathering mob is 5, 2 is 10. So that's half an elemental right here. Definitely worth your time. Surprisingly, somebody took the 6 flat stone. Interesting. And that portal just got used up. There were 5 charges left on it when we entered. So I have to be very careful. Now, another gatherer has definitely been through here. So we're going to have to go through this portal here. Thankfully, it hasn't been used yet. So I'll let everybody take this western portal and have their fun out that way. Perfect. This new zone is a very nice one. We've got some black zone exits, actually all 3 black zone exits, but not the worst thing in the world because we've got 3 gathering spots and a treasure. After I do the outside lap here, I'll go to the hide and then small fiber. And I heard this guy over here lurking. Very nice. Hoping for a little something more, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. I get what I get. On to the hide spot now. Wow, look at that find, ladies and gentlemen. Goes to show, always check the treasures. That is a T8 flat Ava cape. Thank you, Lincoln, for crafting this and putting it on the marketplace, the black market. Well, aside from that, then nothing at this hide spot, so let's go to the small fiber. It looks like another gatherer's already came through, but we'll get T5 hide. I won't fight these bears on my own because they're annoying as hell, but I'll take it when it's down. And since there's nothing else for me to gather, I'm going to go back this way, and we'll head to this treasure up here in the north. Unfortunate, I've just been so behind somebody on these stupid treasures. Well, with 92% carry capacity already taken up, I'm going to work my way back to somewhere safe so we can profit and see how much fame we made. All right, and I made it back to the Martlock portal, so I went ahead and put away all my tools, unfilled books, and unused pots. This session, in less than an hour, we made 1,791,312 silver. So if you're wondering, can the roads be profitable gathering? Absolutely. I just made almost 2 million in less than an hour. You can make easily over 1 million in less than an hour. So get out there, go do it. Let's see how much fame I made. So my starting fame value was roughly 25,801,687. We are ending at 25,854,812. Which means we, in less than an hour, made 53,125 fame. Which brings me up to the 25.9 rollover, which will put me somewhere around, let's see, put me somewhere around up from 5160 to around 5143, maybe just a little bit higher, so we'll say 5140. So up 20 places. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was my first video back after being incredibly sick. So if you enjoyed it and want to see more content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see past videos in this series, check out the playlist link down below. And I will see you guys next time.